Plagiarism. Plagiarism, what is it? Plagiarism is using someone else's words or ideas as your own. College students run into this issue when writing a paper for a class. Sometimes deliberately, sometimes not, students misrepresent in their papers. They forget to attribute a quote or idea to an author. They forget to use quotation marks, or their paraphrases are too similar to the original. All examples of plagiarism. Let's get a more accurate definition of plagiarism. The Merriam-Webster Online Dictionary provides the following definition for plagiarism: to steal and pass off the ideas or words of another as one's own, to use another's production without crediting the source, to commit literary theft, present as new and original an idea or product derived from an existing source. Plagiarism is stealing. It is morally and ethically wrong, and consequences do exist. You will likely not face legal consequences for a paper in college. However, Bruton-Parker has a set of consequences. The first time, you'll get a 0 on the assignment and meet the Academic Integrity Advisement Committee. The second time, it's a 0 on the assignment and you're dropped from the course with an F. The third time, it's a 0 on the assignment, dropped from the course with an F, and then you receive immediate expulsion for 1 academic year. So how do we ensure we give credit correctly? Well, we cite the author and work. The 4 styles used at Bruton-Parker are MLA, APA, Turabian, and AMA. Different subject areas use different styles. For example, you will use MLA for your English classes. Each style looks different too. For example, Turabian style uses footnotes, while with APA the citation is in the body of one's paper. Since everyone at Bruton-Parker takes English classes and must use MLA, the examples here are in that style. While there are various ways to plagiarize, we'll look at 2 of the most common ways: word for word and paraphrasing. Word for word plagiarizing is quoting a sentence or passage and not indicating it is a quote with quotation marks and/or not crediting it to the creator. Paraphrasing plagiarism is stating the idea in your own words, but not giving the creator credit or having your paraphrase too similar to the original. I'll give you a couple examples of word for word plagiarizing. This quotation is correct. The original is from a study in which the author is looking at how patrons of clubs in New York are reacting to the recently enacted law disallowing smoking in these establishments. Note I have the quotation marks and in-text citation. Here's the first incorrect one. You'll notice the attempt has an exact phrase pulled from the original, but no quotation marks. Even though it attributes the text to the correct author and page number, that's still an instance of plagiarism. In the second one, the student uses quotation marks correctly, but neglects to include the in-text citation, the reference to the article's author and page number. The next examples are of paraphrasing plagiarism. This is a correct example of paraphrasing. It's in the student's own words, no key phrases are lifted from the original. It conveys the same meaning, and it still communicates the author's idea. This is not considered paraphrasing. Note the phrases underlined in the original. They are important phrases. Now look at the paraphrasing attempt. The student didn't use the exact same words, but she did use those key phrases. This paraphrase is too similar to the original. It is an example of plagiarism. Now some information you don't need to cite, what is considered common knowledge. An example of that would be George Washington was the first president of the United States. However, if you are in doubt, you should cite. So what can you do to avoid plagiarizing? First of all, make a working bibliography. Keep track of all sources you are finding and considering using. And, if you do it correctly, you will ensure you have all the correct citation information. This includes things like journal title, volume number, and page numbers, for example. Don't forget to record from what database you printed an article. Also helpful is writing down the call numbers for books you use, and if you received it through interlibrary loan, note this as well. While not a part of a bibliographic entry, it can help you find the books if you need to clarify some information or to find a part of the citation you missed. Secondly, take careful notes. There are a number of ways to take notes. Some people like to go old school and use note cards for each note. Others use Word or some other computer program to take notes. Either way, just make sure you're recording everything accurately. Try to paraphrase as much as possible. If it's a direct quote, mark it very clearly. Use big quotation marks or write an obvious direct quote next to the note. Always record the page number and make sure you know to what source the note belongs. Don't wait until the last minute to write your paper. It's hard to paraphrase properly from skimming an article. You probably aren't really grasping the entire argument by the author. So let's review. Plagiarism is wrong and has real consequences. Even if you are careful, it can be easy to do. To help keep you from doing so, create a working bibliography and carefully take notes. Understanding citation styles and how to use them is essential to avoiding plagiarism. I have handouts for citation styles on the library's website. Here's the address for the Purdue University Online Writing Lab. That site can also be of great help. Of course, the ultimate authority on citation styles are the manuals themselves. The library carries each manual at the front desk for use in the library. They are also available for purchase through the campus store as well as other booksellers. If you have any questions, please ask. The library staff is here to help you.